In the late 1960s, an anonymous killer terrorised Northern California, not just with violence, but with puzzles, letters and public taunts. But what if the real story of the Zodiac Killer isn't just about who he was, but about the world that made him possible? Today we're breaking down the Zodiac case through a sociological lens, examining how media, culture and institutions transformed a criminal into a symbol of American fear. The Zodiac emerged during one of the most turbulent moments in American history. The late 60s and early 70s were filled with civil rights protests, Vietnam War unrest, and massive cultural change. Trust in institutions, government, police, and the press was crumbling. People felt society was slipping out of control. In this atmosphere of uncertainty, Zodiac wasn't just a criminal, he became a symbol of fears Americans were already feeling. The Zodiac knew the power of the media, and the media played right into his hands. Newspapers were in fierce competition. Crime stories sold papers, and the Zodiac letters were irresistible. Sociologists use the term folk devil to describe figures who become symbols of moral panic. The Zodiac became exactly that. Sensational headlines fueled fear. The killer demanded his letters be printed. Each message became a public spectacle. What made the Zodiac unique wasn't just the crimes, it was the audience. To understand why the Zodiac was never caught, you have to look at law enforcement at the time. Police departments weren't unified. Different counties, different cities, different methods. There was no central database, no coordinated system, and often little willingness to cooperate. The Zodiac thrived in these gaps. His anonymity wasn't just personal, it was structural. As media coverage exploded, public fear skyrocketed. People stopped going to lovers' lanes. Parents were afraid to let their kids out at night. Communities became hypervigilant. Sociologists call this a moral panic, a moment when fear grows faster than the real risk. The Zodiac became a reservoir for everyday anxiety that Americans had about social change and rising crime. Here's the thing, the Zodiac's identity might not matter as much as we think. When someone commits crimes and is never caught, society creates a public identity for them. Sociologists call this labelling. The Zodiac became bigger than any real person, a myth, a symbol. Every letter increased his power. Every headline amplified the mystery. Today, the Zodiac Killer lives on in movies, books, podcasts, and YouTube videos like this one. We return to the story not just for answers, but because it reflects something deeper. The Zodiac represents our fascination with mystery, our fear of the unknown, and our scepticism towards institutions that promise to protect us. The case has become part of American mythology. Whether it's ever solved or not, the Zodiac Killer may have taken lives, but society gave him a legacy. And understanding that legacy means understanding ourselves. If you want more deep dives into crime, culture, and sociology, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching. Bye.